How's it going, everyone? So from FrostZ, and we're back on to our designing part, and I think where we left off, I told you how you can color correct your images in Adobe Photoshop, and if you haven't seen that video yet, go right over there and try it out. That might be somewhere on the screen, I don't know where, but I don't think it's going to be probably in the card. So we're in Lightroom today, and I'm going to be showing you how you can color grade your images. Well, I'm also in the part of designing my own presets, so they're going to be coming out soon for maybe, I don't know what price they would be, but we're often designing some presets for you. So I literally designed some of the few to show them how they look like. There are a lot of presets you can try out from mine, but they just suit where they are to be. Means you cannot apply every preset to every picture. For example, if you see this picture and apply the blue preset that I'm creating, it doesn't really look good. I mean, there are a few things you can more tweak, like maybe decreasing that and else stuff. For example, like Pop Me Up looks a pretty dope preset if you look around. The key of the backslash and pipe one is better for having a before and after look. Pressing Y is gonna go for the before and after in a wipe situation like that. So you see, there's a lot of difference in Pop Me Up. If you go over and create a stoned one is pretty much dope. I think I created it, and we're gonna be doing something like this today. The Almighty, it looks completely shit in this picture, but if you've been following me on Instagram, that's pretty much great, and you're gonna be seeing what that Almighty look like. So make sure to check my Instagram right around there is underscore he sort of. If you see over and head over to this picture right around here, and I just applied those days preset over to it, and if you go and click on the Almighty for this one, it's gonna look pretty much dope. So see before and after, that's a lot of difference. So come back here, reset it, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can create something really great out of pictures and how you can create something really good looking. So the first of all thing which I like to focus upon in Lightroom is right down below over to the lens correction. So first of all, enable profile correction, go to profile, and here is something which is completely perfect or not perfect, means favorite of mine. So if you go and click on the make, it's none, click on Canon. I select the generally Canon EF50mm. Just click on that. If you were wondering how I got this picture, it's right given there. Pixelers.com is a favorite site from which I get all these pictures, so make sure to check that out too. Okay, so if you don't know what color grading is, make sure to check this video out. This is really helpful. I just think it should be showing around somewhere here in the cards. So make sure it's Canon EF, up to you. You can suit and check. There are thousands or maybe a lot of lenses around here. Check anyone you like, it doesn't matter. But this is the first thing which I like to do, make lenses with lens correction. Now for the temperature one, we're having a bit of warm temperature. If you go down to decreasing it, it won't look good because this picture isn't shot there. I mean, doesn't look good either. So increasing the temperature would help. For example, if I go increasing, for example, right around 25 or 25 would pretty much dope, maybe 30. Okay, 25, 28, 28 is pretty much good. We need to get a value around somewhere, or maybe 25 would be good. It's going too much out there, but we're gonna be doing it to that later. Now if you go head over and increase the green tint, we're getting something a greenish look, but greenish look doesn't look good either. Let's go down and shift it to pink, maybe 15 or 12 would be pretty much great. That looks pretty much good. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing is not to increase the contrast, because if you go on and check over the clipping, we're having some highlight clipping around there. Let me disable that, maybe decrease it, or maybe decrease it by minus 0.50 or maybe 25 or maybe 50, or maybe I'm going to check on 1. So that looks pretty much good, but I'm going to be keeping it minus 2.5. 0.25, not 2.5, maybe minus 0.50. That's pretty much good. Also, I'm going to be increasing the contrast. Maybe if you decrease the contrast, gonna go and create this white type scale on your picture. Maybe I'm going to be increasing it by 20 would be pretty much dope. If you see, have a look around here, or maybe 30 would be pretty much great. So maybe some considering some details. Also, I'm going to be completely decreasing the highlights to minus 100. See, if I increase the highlights to completely 100, we are having a pretty much white area here. If you enable clipping, you see how we are having a great amount of highlight clipping. So if you decrease it, the highlight clipping is pretty much gone. I mean, there is no highlights available. So what I'm going to be doing next, I like to drop the highlights and play with shadows and whites. So if you increase the shadows, maybe 25, I like them the most, these pretty much values. And we are having something really good around till now. a lot of area presence. So the best thing is the clarity. Increase the clarity of the way it suits you. Maybe I'm going to keep it 80. I'm going to be going up and I'm going to be decreasing the contrast to minus 0.75, 1.75, not at all 7 point, minus 7.5, and there you go. Also, I'm going to be shifting the vibrance right around to pink area. Maybe pink looks good. No, maybe just a bit, 17, and I'm going to be desaturating the picture. Also, going around here, I'm going to be now increasing the highlights just a bit. Maybe go to lights, increase the light, or maybe decrease the lights. Also decrease the darks, decrease the shadows just by a bit, and decrease the darks, decrease the lights, and all else stuff. So we're having a bit good curve right around that. Now comes my favorite part. I love color this point. It's really awesome if you have a try on to that. So first of all is hue, saturation, and luminance. We need not to go and check over to our hue because everything is pretty much good, but instead of this I'm going to be maybe changing the hue for these, maybe dragging the white reds up pretty much more deep that. Also I'm going to be increasing the oranges, maybe decreasing, saturating them a bit, just by a bit. Also I'm going to be saturating yellows. I'm going to be desaturating, maybe saturating reds a bit, orange just a bit, so that we can get that look. Go to luminance. They were choosing hue, I was saying saturation, I don't know for what. Maybe I'm going to be desaturating red, oranges, and yellow by -9 them all. Also I'm going to be going to luminance. Luminance is the part of shine what these colors get. If you go and increase the shine for red, you see there are a lot of difference right around that. So I'm going to be keeping it 10, 10, and 10. Oh, not 100, just 10. Oh, not 100. I'll go with that. Okay, let's go to red, and we're having pretty much them done around there. Go to green, maybe shift it just a bit so that we're having a green tip. Now the perfect thing which I love is split toning. Now I'm going to be going over and clicking over to the highlight split tone. I'm going to be keeping it right around the yellowish types, and I'm going to be making it like pretty much there. Similarly, I'm going to be going over to shadows and making it a grayish type yellow. Also, I'm going to be like that. You can use the plus minus key that should be below. I'm going to be keeping the saturation at 2. Now the sharpening amount, I pretty much like to keep it on 50. It's pretty much good sharpen out there. And the noise reduction, I'm going to be keeping it 25. Or also preserve detail, maybe 60 or maybe 80, so that we are having a pretty much good detail on our picture. Now let's go and keep the color at 25 so that the images that have been illuminated using the noise reduction have their color, although they don't lose their color, everything like that. We're having back on current reduction, we're having done pretty much thing. Now I'm going to be creating, not going to be creating a vignette. I'm going to be showing you what you can do here. It's pretty much dope. So come down here, maybe create a red tint like that and a green hue primary, just a bit like that. Now I'm going to be going over and clicking over the radial filter. I'm going to be dragging it like that just by a bit, making it pretty much circle and keeping the focus right around here. Now I'm going to be clicking invert mask so that we are having something like that. Now what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be keeping it minus 0.50. I'm going to be keeping the tint at maybe 35 and temperature maybe tint 10, maybe 20 would be really good. I'm going to be keeping the contrast down a bit. Highlights, I'm going to be dropping them. I'm going to be keeping the shadows right there. And also I'm going to be keeping the clarity at 80. Now I'm going to be increasing the sharpness, I'm going to be decreasing the noise, I'm going to be decreasing more, and the fringe. So if you right click onto that back, and there you go. We are having a really dope picture now. If you want to have those moody or else, I don't know what you call them, or you can still edit this, just click over and click over to that, looking like that, and just decreasing it by just a bit, maybe 20 to 10, then it's pretty much good. Clicking back, and there you go. So before, after, before, after, before, after. Oh, I don't know what to say. So click Y for side to side comparison, and this picture looks dope as it should. You can go around and create something a lot awesome out of these. Doesn't matter, creativity is unlimited with Adobe Creative Cloud. So create something awesome. Finally, it's FrostZ Tech signing out.